It was a big help to my parents, and it's nice to see them marching today. Next, we've got PLEA Community Services. Through unique services tailored to individual strengths and needs, PLEA, P-L-E-A, helps children, youth, adults, and families who face significant challenges to lead fulfilling lives within their communities.
The Generation Out drop-in youth group is for youth who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgendered, two-spirit, or questioning. It's held on evenings once a week in Maple Ridge, Coquitlam, and Vancouver.
That's right. And next up, we have the West End Seniors Network. The West End Seniors Network and Communities Generations program offer safe and welcoming spaces for elders of any sexual orientation. Many people fear growing up older, but we're here to stay, and we're here to say that it's more important and more than possible to be gray, queer, and fabulous. Now, their float is a 1937 Hayes teardrop bus. Take a look at this bus.
It was built right here in Vancouver at 2nd and Ontario Streets, and it's part of the Heritage Bus Collection of the BC Transit Museum.
That's right, and it's here today to show its pride. Definitely wasn't driving in the Pride Parade in 1937, Rebecca.
There wasn't a Pride Parade in 37, Dan.
That's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately.
But here they are today. What a great addition to the parade. Pacific Stage Line's 1937 teardrop bus.
And here we are with CTV. They're a proud supporter since 2007.
That's right. Oh, and there's our favorite weatherman, Michael Coos there. They've got their anchors and a big, huge camera. Lights showing CTV News. They've been a proud supporter of the Pride Parade since 2007.
And they are giving out pride beads. I hope I can catch some.
That's
Add
right.
to my collection.
Now, their goal is to support over 200 community events a year, including nonprofit events, festivals, charities, and fundraisers. Their team of anchors and reporters is committed to bring BC's best newscasts with news as it happens, wherever it happens.
And I just caught myself some pink beads to add to my collection. I'm feeling extra proud now.
Of course, CTV's also got the Olympics this year in London. They're the official Canadian broadcaster of the London 2012 Olympic Games, which I've been watching. We won our first gold yesterday, Rebecca.
I know, it's been pretty impressive. Those people on the trampoline, our first gold, I couldn't believe it. They get so high.
Here we have the Gay and Lesbian Business Association of BC, and they are called the Loud Foundation. The Loud Foundation is a charity set up by the Gay and Lesbian Business Association of BC.
And each year they offer a scholarship to the LGBTQ youth who show promise to be future leaders of our community.
That's right. You can find out more at www.loudbusiness.com. L-O-U-D business.com. And they've got pink umbrellas, they've got Speedos, they've got bikini bottoms.
And that's lingerie. Woohoo! And some very talented youth in the crowd. I just saw a woman walking on her hands.
Gay and Lesbian Business Association of BC. Definitely a lot of those businesses are coming right here from this area, the west end of Vancouver. You can be sure of that. Next up, we've got the Fraser Valley Youth Society. This is Abbotsford's only queer resource, and they're back in Vancouver for another awesome Pride celebration.
They are happy to be here and represent the Fraser Valley's queer community. And yes, they are out there. And with lots of brightly colored balloons, it's community.
From the Fraser Valley here, ending off Abbotsford's float. And there's Gab Youth, the community contingent. Very happy to be here. We heard some elated screaming. Now, Gab provides weekly drop-ins, one-to-one peer support, leadership training, and special events such as youth dances. There's one tonight, actually, for Pride, a youth dance at the West End Community Center. They do a lot of programs. Yeah.
They also provide Pride Speaks, which are anti-homophobia and transphobia workshops for students K to 12, colleges, universities, teachers, school nurses, counselors, parents, and youth-serving agencies.
And they're followed by the Lighthouse of Hope Christian Fellowship. This is an LGBTQ affirming Christian church, and they've been serving our community for 25 years. They're formerly known as the Rainbow Community Church.
And their motto is, everyone is welcome, and we mean it.
They're an incredibly diverse, inclusive community of people. And I saw them most recently, yesterday, Rebecca, serving at the Terry Wallace Memorial Breakfast. Something they've done for years.
That is great to be a part
Pastor
of it.
Jeff was there serving up pancakes and sausages for all the folks there at the Memorial Breakfast.
And they believe in faith in action, and they love taking the church outside four walls to being an active part of the community.
That's right.
The Trans Alliance is in front of us right now. They're here, they're queer, and they're part of the community that's still struggling for basic rights.
So great to have the trans community here.
Represented.
That's right. They were at the Davie Street Dance Party. They had a protest, actually, of that dance party because they don't feel that there's enough to celebrate yet in the trans community. So they involved themselves with a rally at the foot of the dance party with a microphone and speakers. It was really great.
And up now we have AIDS Vancouver. Since 1983, AIDS Vancouver has been providing programs and services through education, support, and community-based research as it relates to HIV/AIDS.
That's right. Visit AIDS Vancouver's website to find out about the We Care Red Ribbon campaign, and you'll see those red ribbons in their float. And joining them today,
a May Queen joining them today.
May McQueen, who's volunteered with AIDS Vancouver for 20 years, and she's of course surrounded by the many volunteers and staff from AIDS Vancouver. And we've got the Asian Outreach group marching.
And coming up, what might have been sending that poor border drug sniffing drug a little crazy, we have the Vancouver Dispensary Society.
That's right, the Medical Cannabis Dispensary has been providing a variety of cannabis products to members from Vancouver and across Canada since 2008 from 2 retail locations here in our fabulous city.
Now, cannabis medication is legal medicine for many of members, and you should contact them if you think it could help you.
That's right, their website is www.cannabisdispensary.ca. And they're wishing us a fabulous summer, enjoying some of their products that they dispense there on the float, perhaps, if my nose is correct there, Rebecca.
And coming up next, Viagra.
That's right, if you're having any trouble staying up during the parade, you don't have to have coffee, you can have Viagra.
They are a proud partner of Vancouver Pride 2012.
That's right, they are. They're actually a platinum partner. Them, along with Trojan Condoms, are tied for the second biggest sponsors, of course, after TD in the parade. And they've got a humongous truck here featuring their famous little blue pill there, that diamond-shaped pill under the rainbow. And they're doing a little Vanna White action to it.
That's a pretty big blue pill, Dan.
That's right. That's right. You wouldn't want to take that Viagra, Rebecca. I think that would bring you back to your doctor for sure.
But never fear, because the BC Nurse Practitioners Association is next. So if you take too much Viagra, I'm sure they can help you on out.
And it's so amazing to be part of this parade, Rebecca, because we have a lot of first-time entrants. And the BC Nurse Practitioner Association is one of them. This is their first time of what they say is going to be hopefully many years in the Pride Parade.
And they're very proud.
Now, a nurse practitioner practices healthcare with diversity in mind, and they contribute to the healthcare system that's responsible of the needs of all British Columbians. They're very proud to be in Pride 2012. Okay, we're followed by the Cutting Edges Hockey Club. This is the Vancouver Cutting Edges, Western Canada's only gay men's hockey club, and I know Trevor Loke is a part of it. He's on the Parks Board. And they're very excited today to be joined by Patrick Burke, the founding partner of the You Can Play project, which combats homophobia in sports. And joining on this float is Manny Malhotra and Finn, the mascot from the Vancouver Canucks. They're celebrating their 20th season, the Cutting Edges Hockey Club, with an international hockey tournament. And of course, their motto, if you can play, you can play. If you can play, you can play. I know a lot of people were very excited to see Manny Malhotra today, and the Pride office, where my husband works, he told me that they were getting calls all week. My kid really wants to see Manny Malhotra. Where's he going to be in the parade? Well, there he is with the Cutting Edges. And our national public broadcaster, the CBC.
They are proud to be part of Vancouver's diverse community.
That's right, CBC in their traditional red color with the logo today, celebrating acceptance, equality, and freedom. CBC provides local coverage on TV, radio, and online. You can join their news team in the mornings for Early Edition with, of course, Rick Clough, and on the radio. And weeknights at 5, 5:30, and 6 for CBC News Vancouver. Local news that matters to you. They've, of course, got their mobile broadcasting truck. And there's Rick Clough's face right there on the truck. Next,
and
we've
the
got...
Canadian Mental Health Association Vancouver Burnaby branch is next.
Here are the volunteers and staff from the Canadian Mental Health Association, Vancouver Burnaby. This is their second year in the parade, Rebecca.
Well, it's great to have them back. They work hard bringing programs and services to support people in their recovery from mental illness and to create awareness about the importance of mental health in our community.
That's right. Their motto is, there is no health without mental health. And they're here today to bring that message to the crowds that have gathered to watch the parade.
And we're going to have to take a break now. It's awfully hot out here. We need to powder our noses.
That's right. We'll be back with more coverage of the Vancouver 2012 Pride Parade. And don't go anywhere because there are lots more floats and festivities to come. Stay with us. Okay, the Vancouver Orphan Kitty Rescue brings us back from our break. The Vancouver Orphan Kitty Rescue is a non-profit, strictly no-kill registered charity dedicated to the rescue of cats and kittens in the Lower Mainland. And they come from all walks of life and they welcome everyone. And I'm talking, of course, about the volunteers of the Kitty Rescue, not the kitties themselves. Well, this next float is called People in Your Neighborhood.
They are a group of fabulous friends who love to dress up, have sparkly fun, and promote being inclusive of everyone.
Yeah, they believe everyone should do whatever floats their boat.
They are the people in your neighborhood. Gay, straight, bi, female, transgendered, male, lawyers, office workers, writers, dancers, therapists, programmers. They have many facets.
Seems like anybody could be a part of this group, People in Your Neighborhood. Lots of people coming to say hello to us, Rebecca.
Well, you know, we're pretty fabulous.
Oh, we're a big deal here.
And the Positive Living Society of BC. 27
right.
years ago, they launched Canada's first AIDS walk to provide support, passion, and love, because those things can make a difference.
And they've got their big symbol there, big red shoes that they're pulling along to show the AIDS walk. Today, the Scotiabank AIDS Walk for Life spreads awareness of this reality and raises vital funds for those living with HIV and AIDS in our community. So visit AIDSWalkVancouver.ca to get involved in this year's walk. It's going to be taking place right here, Rebecca, at Sunset Beach, September 23rd.
And right now you are seeing the Van Poly Society, a community of polyamorous people in Vancouver.
Yep.
They believe human beings can have loving, intimate relationships with more than one partner.
Yeah, we and LGBTQ and hetero. All genders and orientations are welcome. So this is a group that has more than one lover, not specifically gay, but partnerships of more than two. And here we've got Safeway Safeway collecting some toonies for Pride. Some more toonies, Rebecca. We did already give our toonies to some of the first Safeway volunteers coming at the start of the parade, with, of course, the trademark butterfly nets that they collect all the toonies in. They've got a huge rainbow flag here being carried by no less than 10 Safeway volunteers. Safeway's a big sponsor of Pride. I know they provide all the food for the Terry Wallace Memorial Breakfast, and they come and cook it as well.
Oh, that's great. It's nice to see, again, the businesses taking part in the community, not just putting a float in the parade.
That's right. We've got a couple Safeways here in the West End. One on Robson Street at Denman, and the other on Davie Street. So definitely nice to have Safeway here in the mix.
The Honourable Hetty Fry is coming up.
That's right. She is a member of Parliament. She supported and wrote same-sex legislation for a couple terms now. And this year, Hetty is celebrating the Charter of Rights. Charter of Rights and Freedoms. It's 30 years old this year.
Well, congratulations to the Charter.
That's right. Happy birthday, Charter. Hetty Fry is in a mermaid costume this year. Last year, do you remember what she was last year?
No, actually, I can't, because she's always wearing something fabulous.
She was a Martian from outer space last year, like an octopus, and this year she looks great as a mermaid.
And in killer heels. I would not be able to walk this parade route in those heels.
Hetty Fry. I know that Hetty Fry is a trooper to walk the whole parade in heels, and she's being followed by some pretty sexy sailors.
Oh, sexy sailors. I have a weakness for them. How about you?
Helping our MP for Vancouver Centre to celebrate Pride. And the good ship Lollipop. And Hetty Fry, our Liberal MP, is followed by the New Democratic Party. And there's Adrian Dix, our provincial leader of the party. There's Spencer Chandra Herbert. They've got a whole aquatic theme there.
And they are supporting trans rights this year, along with love, hope, and optimism.
The NDP has got Danny Morin marching with them, Randall Garrison marching with them, the LGBT critic for Canada in the opposition. They've got a lovely aquatic theme going with long banners, blue and orange. I guess signifying the orange wave that they talked about, Rebecca.
And for 40 years, COPE has advocated for ordinary working people and families, those on fixed income, renters and homeowners, small and sustainable businesses, the neighborhoods and communities that make up the cultural diversity that is Vancouver.
And they've got their banner here that says People Powered.
Oh, yes.
And from people powered to green powered, it's the Green Party. And the Green Party of Canada.
And there's Elizabeth May, Canada's first Green MP there, being powered by a bike. It's the Green Power there. There's Adrian Carr, also ran for the Green Party. And they've got lovely rainbow-themed long balloons.
They look kind of like dandelions or something, flowers.
Fantastic. There, so those are all of our political groups.
Oh, yeah.
And who do we have next? Well, it's the Liberals.
Yes, Christy Clark, who we met earlier. This is her party's.
That's right, the BC Liberals. Happy Pride to you.
And following is the Vancouver Conservatives.
That's right. The Conservatives have also bought a place in the parade, showing their support of our community. It's a small float, but as you were saying earlier today, Rebecca, important that they are included here and important that they've shown the desire to be part of the parade. Next we've got the Kink floats. Now we are moving away from the politics and into the bedroom. Metro Vancouver Kink is a registered not-for-profit society, making its third appearance in the Vancouver Pride Parade. Very kinky.
Oh, and the Brazen Hussy Academy.
Also new to the parade this year, the Brazen Hussy Academy. This troupe of naughty schoolgirls are pushing the limits of propriety with their antics.
They need to be kept in line. Anybody good at spanking? Anyone?
Now, their float was choreographed by Nazreen from Harbor Dance Center, and these girls just want to have fun.
Well, I'm certainly not going to stand in their way at all.
I think a couple of those hussies are cross-dressing for the parade there. They look like they're having fun.
It's the Terminal City Roller Girls.
The Terminal City Roller Girls is Vancouver's first female roller derby league, and they're taking part in the Pride Parade for their 5th year.
Excellent. The sports arena has historically been a pretty tough place for LGBTQ athletes, but the women's roller derby revival in the last 10 years has been battling pretty hard to do away with old attitudes in sport, and they've successfully made roller derby a world of inclusion.
That's right. As long as you can skate and kick butt, they don't care what you look like or who you sleep with. They want you.
And Harbor City Airplanes. They're flying the friendly skies with pride since 1982.
That's right. Their seaplanes leave from the convention center right here in downtown Vancouver. I've flown Harbor Air, and it is a great experience. It's a great way to get to Victoria because you really go downtown to downtown. You leave from the convention center, and they drop you off right at the Fairmont in Victoria. So Harbor Air, nice to see them here today supporting the community.
Well, you know, I think I'm getting heat stroke again. I need another break.
All right, time to water down, cool off, and get ready for more hot action at the Vancouver Pride Parade. And we are back live here at the 34th Vancouver Pride Parade. It's a hot day in Vancouver. The fans are waving their fans, trying to keep cool as the parade continues.
Look at all the hot people going by, though, and I don't just mean temperature-wise.
We've got TELUS. TELUS and Kaya, their store Come As You Are, is a trend-setting retail experience that encourages customers to come as they are. A humongous inflatable airplane.
It's WestJet, the official airline of Festival Fun. That's WestJet's inflatable 737.
It's modeled after their Boeing 737 next generation aircraft.
And it's being flown today by proud WestJet owners. They currently have 98 planes flying to 81 destinations across Canada, US, Mexico, and the Caribbean. And now we have the YMCA of Greater Vancouver. It's a place for everyone. People of all races, ethnicities, orientations, genders, and backgrounds.
That's right. The YMCA is the second home for many people in our community, a place to be healthy, grow strong, reach goals, and meet new friends.
And up now we have Global VC and Shaw. Shaw is our home. They're proud once again to be part of the Vancouver Pride Parade.
And as BC's premier provincial broadcaster, Global TV and Shaw are the #1 source for news. Global is proud to support diversity and equality for everyone. And of course, Outlook TV is broadcast on Shaw. There's Mr. Darling there, one of our anchors of the news here in BC. They've got a converted school bus, one of the big bus sightseeing buses, where they've got music and a whole bunch of Shaw and Global people partying their butts off. The Canadian Foreskin Awareness Project promotes foreskin education, appreciation, stimulation, and they advocate for the human right of all children, male, female, and intersex, to grow up with intact genitals. Foreskin Pride.
And the English Bay Swim Club is up. They're Vancouver's gay and lesbian masters swim team.
They're all inclusive. They welcome gay and gay-friendly swimmers into the pool, and they have been doing so since 1982.
They have more than 130 active members and are among the largest of master swim clubs in British Columbia.
Yeah, whether swimming for fitness or competition, they always have fun. You can visit them online at www.englishbay.org.
Their next season starts in September, so there's plenty of time to join.
And here is the synagogue. It's the Avat Olam Synagogue marching in the parade.
And they are followed by our City of Colors Society. It's a new organization that aims to increase the visibility of and address the issues facing LGBTQ. Oh my goodness. I just got excited there. LGBTQ people in a variety of linguistic and cultural communities in Metro Vancouver.
That's right. Our City of Colors has got a number of volunteers there.
And St. Andrew's Wesley United is a progressive, inclusive, welcoming, and community-active church in the heart of downtown Vancouver.
There's a space or a program to suit everyone at St. Andrew's Wellesley, from jazz vespers to parent and taught groups.
Their Word Is Out dinner group discusses what it means to be GBLT and Christian in today's world.
And there's Tim Stevens, Vancouver City Councillor and the Deputy Mayor of Vancouver, Tim Stevenson.
And his husband is the pastor at
Tim and Gary.
St. Andrew's Wesley.
Oh, we've got a mobile gospel Hawaiian theme happening here for St. Andrew's Wellesley. They are praising the Lord under the shade here. I think we're all pretty jealous of that float.
Up next is the Mr. Blake Foundation. Mr. Blake was a local Fraser Valley farm boy who was discovered at a Richmond talent show, and he went on to have a big regional hit, I Only Want to Be With You.
One of his biggest highs and lows in his life. He's a philanthropist. He gives most of his royalties to this day to AIDS awareness charities locally and around the world. And next up we have Celebrities Nightclub, which is the nightclub that is in the heart of the West End at Burrard and Davie.
And it's a mostly gay club, but I have heard it's a great place for straight women to pick up straight men.
Yeah, they have a number of nights that have been taken over by the non-gay community, but it's always a very gay positive environment, and they make sure of that. One of my friends, Nelson, is one of the managers there. He has lost his hearing a little bit because of celebrities, but
oh, and a shout out to Nelson, whose birthday it was, what, yesterday, the day before?
That's right.
A pride baby.
Celebrities has got a royal theme this year. They've got a queen on the throne, and the go-go dancers are giving it to the max. Trying to entice the crowd, of course, to come out and dance after the parade, perhaps tonight. Next up, we've got the Surrey Youth Alliance, and the Surrey Youth Alliance, or SYA, is a queer youth group that meets in a safe, fun environment located at the Newton Resource Center on 76th Avenue in Surrey.
There's a drop-in held from 6 till 8:30 every Wednesday night, and all queer youth from the ages of 14 to 21 are welcome.
Great place to be yourself on a Wednesday night. Surrey Youth Alliance.
Up next is the Legit Rainbow Refugee. Rainbow Refugee and Legit are sister organizations. They're marching together.
Rainbow Refugee supports LGBT and HIV-positive refugees and refugee claimants, while LEGIT, Legit, provides immigration support to LGBT people.
Both organizations work to end discrimination in Canada's immigration regulations and fight for LGBTQ human rights worldwide. This Pride Day, Legit is celebrating its 20th anniversary.
And Rainbow Refugee is asking queer Vancouverites to save a queer life and to sponsor a queer refugee into safety in Canada.
And we have Mr. and Mrs. Gay Vancouver coming up.
That's right, the Rhinestone Phoenix Charity Foundation presents Mr. and Mrs. Gay Vancouver, and they proudly represent the community, and they have been for 32 years. This year, they're represented by Soraya Slim, Miss Gay Vancouver 32. There's there's Soraya right there. Next up here, we have Multi-Union Pride. These are a number of different unions that have come together. It's an organized group representing labor unions in the Lower Mainland. And they march together to shore up their numbers and to unite in pride today. I see there the UFCW. Cope is there.
We've got the Pride Society now.
Public Service Alliance of Canada.
Cup W.
The Canadian Federation of Students are with the unions today. The Douglas College Students Union.
They're building pride on campus.
That's right.
And the Living Wage campaign.
Different campaigns, different groups are all marching here with the unions. It's amazing that we have so many community floats, Rebecca. So we have some of these floats that are like performances and are really meant to entertain us, and others are members of the community that look a lot like the spectators watching the parade, and we're all here to support each other. Oh, here comes the Union float, using the different colors of the rainbow there to decorate their solidarity sign. Seems to me, Rebecca, that we are at the TransLink float, indicated, of course, by our city bus.
And, you know, the new buses, I quite like.
They're amazing. They have, of course, the doors that open up and can accommodate a wheelchair. They can carry 2 bikes in the front.
Yeah, as a bus taker, I must say, I was happy the day that we switched to these buses.
That's right, TransLink. Perhaps even in the future they could incorporate the trans community. It's in their name. That'd be a good connection, wouldn't it? And we've got the union here, the CAW, the Canadian Auto Workers Union. Many of the TransLink employees are part of that union, I'm assuming, from the sign there that has been placed on the bus.
And the BC Nurses and the BC Nurses Union.
Sorry, guys. That's right, the Nurses Union are marching here. We've got the nurses of BC wishing us a happy Pride. Marching with their colleagues, and they've got the big BC Nurses bus here with pictures of nurses on the side, nurses waving from the windows. Very happy group.
And the Nurses Union have given us
tattoos. That's right, BC Nurses Union tattoos. Have to put that one on later.
We're gonna have to go take another break now.
That's right, we've got lots of festival action to come, so stay with us for more floats and more fun.
And here we are back at Pride Parade 2012.
Here we have the Vancouver Pride Society and their float. And this was featured at the Davie Street Dance Party. Folks could come and tie one of those colorful ribbons onto the float and write a message for all of the other participants here at Pride today. got someone doing some spray painting art on the move.
Live art is quite often the best art.
Here's Calgary Pride. Calgary Pride coming to visit Vancouver Pride, perhaps give a little bit of advertising for the Pride that's going to happen in that city.
And their Pride is on the September long weekend, so if you don't have plans yet for that weekend, why not go to Calgary?
Great. Now, I wanted to just go back there, Rebecca, to tell you a little bit about the reflection float that we saw with the Vancouver Pride Society. It's new this year, and it's the Refresh the Memorial float. And that rainbow that we saw consisted of colored ribbons, each written with the name of a person special to us who cannot celebrate Pride with us now, but is still dear in our hearts. And they marched through the parade with us in our thoughts. So that was the meaning behind that, that float that we saw.
And we have the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. I do love them. They always look fabulous.
That's right. It's the Abbey of the Long Cedar Canoe Society that runs the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. They're a 21st century order of queer nuns who raise awareness funds and occasionally their skirts in at least 60 cities around the world.
And they're proud to be walking their third Pride Parade as a group in Vancouver. And they're even prouder this year as they're celebrating their first Pride as a fully recognized house within the worldwide order.
That's right. They are the only Canadian chapter of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. One of the sisters is coming up here. Happy Pride.
Well, happy Pride, darling. Mwah.
How's the parade?
Fabulous. My first time ever in Vancouver. We're from Edmonton. Fabulous time. You guys put on a great parade.
Wonderful.
Thanks very much.
How you all doing?
We're great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm Sister Ethica of the Vancouver Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and we love that you're here. This crowd is amazing. We've had the most glorious day.
Thanks
Great.
so much. We have to go now. Outlook TV.
Talking with some of the nuns there. This is Outlook TV.
Oh, and there is Skylar dancing his Sweet Heiny off.
Outlook TV is using the Bobbers Queer Comedy Improv this year to help animate their float. And it's a garden theme. They've got garden gnomes, they've got fairies, and it's called Growing Our Colors. They're advertising the improv show that I'm a part of, Monday nights at 8 p.m. at the Oasis Bar.
And what a fabulous looking float it is. A great big pink TV where you can see everybody on TV.
Really neat. Next, we've got Pride UBC. They're an AMS support group at the University of British Columbia that supplies a forum for dialogue about sexuality and gender identity. They hold special events and discussion groups. And today they are in the back of a pickup truck strutting their stuff.
And they hold social events and multiple discussion groups. Up next, we have Raging Grannies. Look at them go.
Raging Grannies. These are some fabulous senior citizens who are making the walk today to say that they still have a lot of juice left and they're here to celebrate with us.
Very out of order. From there. And the Cactus Club is thrilled to be a part of the Pride Parade for the second year in a row.
They've sincerely appreciated how welcoming the LGBT and West End community has been to them since they opened their newest Cactus Club on Beach Avenue.
Their theme this year is English Baywatch, and they look forward to many wonderful years of being part of the awesome West End community.
Aren't they looking good, those lifeguards there? They're looking awesome.
And up now is Kijiji.ca. It's an online destination to buy and sell and connect for all Canadians.
Kijiji has got the K-Team vehicle there, an obvious takeoff on the A-Team, old TV show and recent movie. You can buy and sell stuff on Kijiji.
And Kwantlen Polytechnical University is up next, a whole bunch of very proud students.
As a leader in innovative and interdisciplinary education, they offer all learners, regardless of background and preparation, opportunities to achieve the highest standards of academic performance. They have many programs of study. So that's
and following them, we have the Pink Tea